Time to drop into Disneyland Park. That's right, another Disneyland update for you. Hey everybody, it's Wade for the Kingdom Report, hanging out once again to share all the latest and greatest news and updates from the happiest place on earth, Disneyland Park in Anaheim, California. Delighted to bring this vlog series back to you as I recently visited Disneyland and hope to be able to share a little bit more regularly with you the updates at the theme parks. We're focused all on Disneyland today though, and a couple of mentions for you right off the bat. The Mickey and Friends parking structure is still without tram service at this time, so if you are looking to park and rely on tram service to get you to the main entrance, you still need to walk from Mickey and Friends parking garage all the way up to the main entrance. However, if transportation is something that you need from the parking area to the front of the theme parks, you can park over at the Toy Story parking area, and they do have their buses running from that lot up to the harbor side entrance of things. So definitely something to keep in mind if you decide that walking isn't for you, especially from the faraway Mickey and Friends lot. You can certainly park in Toy Story. About 35 minutes into theme parks being open for the day, and this is the site that you see. Moderate lines, to say the least, as capacity is still restricted. Reservations are still in effect in order to get into Disneyland and Disney California Adventure. Within just a few minutes, I was admitted through the turnstiles, and here we are, Main Street Station. Oh, that floral, that station, the train itself, all reminders of the happiness that just bursts from within. And this is a milestone week as Disneyland will be celebrating its 66th anniversary on July the 17th. Incredible to think that the 65th anniversary didn't get to be celebrated at all due to the pandemic, but 66 magical years this week. No special events, nothing huge happening, no big announcements, just celebrating and recognizing the fact that Disneyland is back with us, I think is celebration enough. Down Main Street we go to Adventureland, where we are about to explore a recently reopened gem. That's right, the Jungle Cruise has been away this entire time, getting a bit of a retheme, a bit of an upgrade inside, and it's not scheduled to reappear for another couple days, but they were doing a soft opening. Let's take a little bit of a look at what's going on.
Oh, here we have the perfect example. Skipper Felix's first cruise. And in fact, right? Felix, don't get into an argument with a rhinoceros. They always get their point across in the end. So we're now entering into the hippopotamus bathing pool. Now hippos are known to attack, but only if they wiggle their ears and blow bubbles. So as long as they're not doing wiggling their ears. Oh, there's Felix's boat. Where's the rest? Let us try to scare them off. Hold your ears. Oh, that clicking sound drives them nuts. Scare them stiff, though. Oh, here's the rest of Skipper Felix's boat. Run by monkeys. That's a lot of monkeys on that boat. You got every one there, from chimpanzee to chimpanzee. Still a better skipper than Skipper Felix. What's his recon up there?
You can check out the entire new version of the Jungle Cruise in our point of view video that we've recently uploaded to the Kingdom Report YouTube channel, so check out the entire ride itself when you get a chance. Recently reopened just before the 4th of July, Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln is back, which is perfect for these hot summer days, a wonderful indoor retreat, air conditioning, and a lot of education, not just the Disneyland story in here, but also the Mr. Lincoln audio animatronic show. Back in Critter Country we go. Winnie the Pooh, the Mini Adventures of, is down for refurbishment at this time, unfortunately. However, back behind the attraction, well, this adorable store has reopened. Pooh's Corner is open for your tasty delights. That's right, this is more of a candy type shop, more of a place to go get your yummy, yummy Pooh treats. And it is so wonderfully appointed. It is an adorable location. If you've never been back here, it's worth stopping and just taking a look at. Decorations alone make it a very special stop. And you can see them making Tigger tails right in front of you. I always like to stop at these display windows and watch them create the Tigger tails that you love to eat. So you get to watch as these marshmallow kebabs turn into Tigger's own tail. The Haunted Mansion is on its way back to being Haunted Mansion Holiday. In fact, just announced by the Disney Parks blog that starting at the beginning of September, I believe September the 3rd, we are going to be seeing Haunted Mansion Holiday return for a huge holiday upgrade, and of course, all of the festivities coming along with it as Halloween time returns to the Disneyland Resort. Snow White's Enchanted Wish still commands quite the line outside. In fact, the extended queue is in effect here. So definitely something that up until about 11:30 a.m., 12 noon, this crowd pretty much remains intact, and then it tapers off just a little bit before everybody park hops on over from California Adventure. Something that remains shuttered during this time here in Fantasyland is the Fantasyland Theater, the home of Mickey and the Magical Map. Still down, still without a performance in which to go see. This is virtually an outdoor facility, so certainly a place that can accommodate a lot of people at once, thousands of them to be exact, but it remains shuttered at this time as we wait for more entertainment to come back online so that we can enjoy that Mickey and the Magical Map. And then Troubadour Tavern up here as well also remains shuttered, still yet to reopen as a food option in the resort. But this area, hoping to see Mickey and the Magical Map return very soon. Elsewhere here in ToonTown, just behind the Fantasyland Theater, lots of construction still going on the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway attraction, the huge mega building that has been erected just behind ToonTown. Is certainly still being worked on. The walls have gone up in front of City Hall and a little bit of downtown ToonTown, where they took down Five and Dime, the store here in front of ToonTown, and that is going to be the new entrance. You see just beyond the walls there, the white tarp, that is going to be the entrance for the attraction. So definitely intrusive, to say the least, in ToonTown. In Tomorrowland, the monorail remains closed at this time, unfortunately. Hopefully we'll be seeing the monorail come back pretty soon. I don't necessarily know why it's closed at this point, but summer temperatures certainly keep it warm inside of those cabins, so that could be a reason why. Submarine Voyage here, the Finding Nemo attraction in Tomorrowland, is going to reopen officially this winter. They have just announced that, so great news to hear. We were all wondering when Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage was going to come back. So let us know in the comments, are you comfortable getting down into a sub at this point? Are you going to need a little bit more time before you feel comfortable with that? Elsewhere here in Tomorrowland, the Magic Eye Theater that used to be home to Path of the Jedi, Captain EO, Honey, I Shrunk the Audience, all of it, remains dark at this time. Nothing going on in here. We understand that they might be using it for training of new cast members or bringing cast members back and using it as a training facility, but another big space in which to enjoy some air conditioning during hot summer days is offline at this time. Speaking of big spaces offline at this time that allow for a lot of air conditioning, this huge facility, Star Wars Launch Bay, is also out of commission at this point. Unfortunately, still yet to come back from its long winter's nap. However, they are using it for a little something else. Who doesn't love a little Disneyland band? And if they're going to use the front of the facade of Star Wars Launch Bay for that, I'm perfectly fine with it, but it would be great to see the entire building come back as something new in the very near future. Matterhorn bobsleds have officially reopened as well. You can hop on board the icy slopes and ride on through the mountain. It is commanding lines of about 35 to 55 minutes per day. Again, no fast pass being utilized at this time due to restricted capacity. So something to keep in mind if you are visiting the theme parks anytime soon. Just in front of the Matterhorn is Edelweiss Snacks, and yes, it is a functioning facility, just wasn't quite open at this time. It is something that, much like the rest of the restaurants at the resort, are asking you to please mobile order. You are seeing this across the entire resort at this point. They are completely retrofitting every area for mobile order to be sort of the preferred way in which you buy things now. So this area right here, right next to Edelweiss Snacks, used to be a location where oftentimes they would have you, get face paints and, sit down for some artwork to be done. They've now turned it into a mobile order pickup area. Over here on Main Street, USA, Refreshment Corner has also recently reopened, and they too are asking for you to mobile order your items in advance. The hot dogs, chips, and the chili dogs that you might want are back in action here after also being away for a very long time. This area does still have a register open, as do all of the areas asking you to mobile order, but you are going to wait a long time. There's usually a huge line that snakes around for the one register that might be in operation. Everything else is mobile order pickup for the most part. So certainly all things to consider. If you are looking to pay with cash, you are now going to wait at most of these restaurant locations. And yes, we are hungry as we head back to Critter Country here. The Hungry Bear restaurant has recently returned as a restaurant option, which is great. However, this location too is going through the mobile ordering birth pangs. As you see, that line is dedicated to the 2 registers that are open. The rest of the registers next to it have been completely removed in favor of mobile ordering. So once again, plan to use that Disneyland app for mobile ordering. Also, if you're looking for breakfast options at Disneyland Park, the options have increased just a little bit. There weren't very many to choose from to begin with, but now at least some additional options are online. Back here in Fantasyland, the Red Rose Tavern is a place, formerly the Village House restaurant, for those of you that don't know this name. Red Rose Tavern is a place that does encourage you to mobile order, of course, like the rest of the restaurants online at this point. However, they are offering your standard breakfast fare, your pancakes, your eggs, your bacon, that sort of thing. Further back into Disneyland, we go to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Ronto Roasters is the site that we are featuring here. You see that line? That is for the breakfast Ronto wrap. I know. This menu has 2 items. You've got the Ronto morning wrap and the garden wrap. That's it. Yes, there are beverages, but that's all they're serving back here, and it remains popular. So another nice spot to grab yourself some breakfast nourishment if you so choose. Back up on Main Street, USA we go, though, and the Jolly Holiday Bakery is a place that is open for breakfast. You can grab your muffins, your danishes, your coffees here, and they do have plenty of ample seating outside, so if this is a place you want to grab a little something on the go, definitely worth it. And then further up Main Street, USA, to the Market House we go. This, of course, is the location that features Starbucks. So if you want your Starbucks, if you want your grab-and-go options from this location, keep in mind it is still very popular. And even after, this is mid-morning, there's still lines, and they, of course, encourage mobile ordering here as well. Almost all the locations do at this point. And if you're somebody that is not okay with the idea of having to mobile order everything from your Disneyland app, well, I do have some good news. There seems to be one location that we found that remains off the grid for some reason, not even as an option for mobile ordering as a location. And I think it's done it a disservice to a certain degree in one capacity, because I don't think anybody realizes that the place is open. That's Rancho del Zocalo Restaurante here in Frontierland. This is peak lunchtime. Nobody's in here. Very few people are in here. I think it's because most people don't know that it's even an option right now. So the dessert station, as well as the place where they make salads, completely shut down, but it looks like they've consolidated operations over to the first 2 areas that you walk up to. And look at that, both registers functioning. They're taking your money just like the old days, taking your cash just like the old days. Mobile ordering, not an option at Rancho del Zocalo. So something to keep in your back pocket if you need it. Golden Horseshoe Saloon, just across from Rancho del Zocalo, is still dark at this time. Can't even go inside of it. Stage Door Cafe to the right of it remains an option for mobile ordering, and one register for paying the old-fashioned way. Golden Horseshoe would be nice to have back in action for the sake of more air-conditioned spaces during these very hot summer days, but they are using the second floor of it for character greetings, so you see Woody there. It would just be nice, even if they could open up the bottom section for air-conditioned seating. You don't even have to open up the restaurant inside. Just another spot for us to go relax would be nice at this time. Donald Duck, the Fab Five, can be seen throughout the day at Main Street Station in Town Square, and then back in Fantasyland over by It's a Small World. The whole Small World Mall area, the sort of elevated platform area, plays host to a lot of characters throughout the day. As I walked by, I saw Genie as well as Princess Jasmine and, of course, Moana, all back here saying hello to their friends. And hopefully it'll be soon where we can see our character friends up close and maybe even give them a hug again. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique elsewhere in Fantasyland remains a location that does not have the option to get your makeovers done. Turning your little pumpkins into a princess is not something that you are able to do at this time. We understand that they are looking for cosmetologist-type cast members to bring in and some individuals to come be the fairy godmothers in training once more. So hopefully we'll be seeing this by the end of summer, get back into action, but still a place you can at least walk into and buy various options for a princess dress, some princess attire, still available in here as well. I mentioned how other areas within the park, it'd be nice to have some air-conditioned spots to go to on these hot summer days. One space I really like to go to is right here, Main Street Cinema. Everybody just walks on by. Nobody even thinks to go back in here. This is a location where the smartest of us like to go hang out and take a load off, enjoy some air conditioning, and watch some old-fashioned Mickey cartoons. This is one of my favorite little hidden spots in all of Disneyland Park. Let me know in the comment section if you ever duck out for some AC in here. Well, my friends, that about brings us to a close on this Disneyland Park update. Hopefully you found it informative as we head towards the 66th anniversary of Disneyland. I want to leave you with some comments made during the 35th anniversary celebration by President Ronald Reagan as he commemorated Disneyland for 35 magical years. We'll see you next time for another Disneyland update.
It's an honor and a privilege to join with you as we rededicate one of America's treasures, a place that has captured the imagination and earned the affection of 4 generations of Americans, and a place that has served as host and goodwill ambassador to millions of visitors from abroad. Disneyland exemplifies the essence of the American spirit and continues to show us the way to follow our dreams, however big or small.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.